In your morning consumer news, Target is pulling cereals with artificial dyes from its shelves. The move comes by end of May as food companies face pressure from both the Trump administration and shoppers who are increasingly scrutinizing what's in their food. And a cat food recall this morning. Go Raw pulling this Quest cat food chicken recipe from freezers, 2-pound bags with best by dates of May 17th or June 16th of next year. The issue is low levels of thiamine. That is an essential nutrient for cats. Americans in the Middle East are being told to get out this morning. The State Department urging U.S. citizens in more than a dozen countries to leave immediately. Secretary of State Marco Rubio addressed Americans in the region on social media as embassies in Saudi Arabia and Kuwait remain closed. And the war in the Middle East is hitting gas prices. Oil surged Monday as fighting disrupts the Strait of Hormuz. That's the passage where about 20% of the world's oil supply flows. Jen Sullivan explains what that means at the pump.
As markets opened Monday, stocks plummeted and oil prices surged more than 6%. These numbers giving the first glimpse of how escalating tensions in the Middle East could impact the U.S. economy.
That geopolitical price premium can go up or down based on what's happening in the rest of the world.
Mason Hamilton with the American Petroleum Institute says gas prices are already up. For the first time this year, the national average for a gallon of regular gasoline is at $3, according to AAA. Saturday, the U.S. and Israel launched a massive and coordinated attack on Iran.
An Iranian regime armed with long-range missiles and nuclear weapons would be an intolerable threat.
In response, Iran has launched a wave of retaliatory strikes on U.S. military bases, targets in Israel, and across the Middle East. The violence is disrupting oil shipments. This tanker struck in the Strait of Hormuz by a U.S. missile, according to Iranian state media.
The oil tankers are not going through it as missiles are flying. And in fact, we've got reports of at least 4 tankers that have diverted away or are dropping anchor.
The Strait of Hormuz is a major shipping route. Roughly 20 million barrels of oil pass through there a day. That's about 20% of the world's oil consumption.
Some crude oil can leave this region via pipeline, but it's the equivalent of trying to push a watermelon through a golf hose. It's not enough, and there's too much trying to go through too little of a route.
Hamilton says as long as this violence continues, gas prices will remain high. But it's too early to predict just how much more consumers will be paying for gas. I'm Jen Sullivan.
U.S. stocks did rebound at the close of the market, erasing earlier losses, but oil prices remaining high.